Hey guys, this is Bruce with Brew Noah LLC back for another one here. Again, guys, before I begin any video, I express my gratitude and then we'll jump right in. Thank you guys for all the love and support that we're receiving. We love all you guys. Like I said, none of this is possible without any of you guys. And we're just growing at an incredible rate that I couldn't be more than happy with. So, like, subscribe, comment, guys. Tell us what you think. Tell us how you feel about these topics. I know I touch on a lot of things that can be controversial or straight to the point, but there's a purpose behind every bit of it. But with this one, this is for the men. This is for the men right here, baby.
Hi.
Okay.
All right, so men, let's see. Focus on you and only you. Extremely important. All right, so what does that mean? So again, you know my saying. Let's jump right in. So basically, men, it's very important that you do three things to become the best version of yourself. I was asked to do this topic, and a lot of men out there, I wasn't even aware because I just don't do a lot of social media other than put myself out there. But I wasn't even aware that there's a trend of lonely men, and there's a lot of men out there who are alone and who are seeking love and companionship, and they just feel alone and don't know what to do, and that's very hurtful.
No. No?
But there's another side of that I want to discuss. And men, listen, it's important that you do three things, okay? All right? The first thing, guys, is that as a man, it's very, very important that we have a job in society to lead. We have a job in society to be strong. God wants us to be strong, wants us to be leaders, and wants us to take care of our people. He wants us to take care of our families. He wants to take care of our friends. He wants to take care of our businesses, whatever we have going on, whether we're hunters, whatever it is that we're doing. God wants us, because we're in His image and He's perfect, He wants us to be perfect as well, which means that we have to be strong, wise, right? And we have to have great mental space. But there's three things that you got to do. The first thing you have to do as a man, all right? Men, listen to me. You have to get comfortable being alone. It is extremely vital that you break away from chasing women and chasing different things, chasing friendships and trying to be with the in crowd. And instead, more so, you got to focus just on you and stay within yourself. Listen, when I was going through this journey myself, it was very important that I found myself and I pulled away from all the things that I typically would gravitate to, which was women, which was friendships, which was money, all these different things. And what I found is that when I was going through my journey of growth and just healing in general, I had to get very comfortable with being alone. And it's extremely important that you are comfortable being alone because it is the most vital stage of your life as a man, in my opinion. Listen, you see my other videos where I talk about you versus you, right? Right? And if you haven't, go watch them, right? Go ahead. Go do your thing. But listen, in all seriousness, it's extremely important that you get very comfortable with finding out who you are. And the only way you're going to figure out who you are as a person and the things that you want personally is that you have to be comfortable being alone. That means that you have to toughen up, man, and get comfortable with being lonely. Listen, the only thing you need in life, and you know what I'm going to say, is God. You don't need a woman. You don't need even finances. You don't need any of this other than God Himself, because God is everything that you need, and God will provide everything that you need. But in order to find God, you first and foremost have to figure out who you are and find yourself. And what happens is when men enter the stage of loneliness, they're just not comfortable with it. They're just not comfortable with it. So what happens is they either run back to their old life and trying to fit in with the trends and other groups and social circles and toxic people that shouldn't even be in their life and chase women that shouldn't be in their life in the first place. Or they make a decision to sit in it, be alone, and get comfortable without the noise. And you will find that whenever you seek yourself and go and work only on yourself and be alone, you will see how amazing and how beautiful things can be for yourself. Like, you will learn things about yourself that you didn't even know. There'll be things that you think that you want and things that you want to seek that you realize that when you're alone and you work only on yourself and you figure things out, that that's not what you wanted, that's not what you needed in the first place. When you overcome loneliness, the next two steps is the easiest thing in the world. But it's extremely important that you first and foremost have to understand that I'm not looking to fit in. I'm not looking to join social circles. I'm okay with not knowing what's going on or who's wearing what or who's doing this or who's in this relationship, who's in that relationship. You gotta be uncomfortable. You gotta be comfortable as well with knowing like I'm understand that I may be alone for a little and I may not have a woman in my life, and that's perfectly okay. Because man, it's not about temptation as well. It's about you and finding yourself and finding your heart again and determining who you're supposed to be. And men out there, and women, but I'm talking to the men. Men, you are meant to do great things in this world. Listen to me. You are meant to do amazing things in this world. Okay? So if we know that and we understand that, you got to first figure out who you are and what you want and what you're looking for. And the most important thing is get comfortable being alone. Okay? Which leads to my second point. The second point is you have to be strong mentally. You got to get strong mentally. All right? Because what happens is, men, we have to have a certain character about us, right? And there are a lot of people out there, a lot of guys out there right now that are just like, oh, I'm so alone, I'm so lonely, and I just don't know what to do, and no girl wants to talk to me, no girl this, not that, blah, blah, blah. Of course she doesn't. Listen, man, hold on, bro. Man, listen. If you're whining all the time, and if you're the worst thing you can do, the worst thing you can do, man, is if you're going to a woman and you're whining, right, about your situation. Oh, I'm just not making enough money. I just can't find a girl. And then you go and then you look at her and go, can I have your number? She's gonna say, what? Get out of here. No, what's wrong with you?
Help me! Help me!
Listen, man, let me be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. Okay, I'm gonna give you some tough love. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Especially women, because women look for strength, not weakness. So if you're sitting there and you don't like your situation and you're sitting there and you're just complaining and whining about what you don't have and what you're trying to do and that you can't find a woman and you can't do this and you can't do that, you just won't find one. Or if you do find a woman, she's not the one that you should have in the first place. Because they don't care. Nobody cares. What you have to do is you have to take what you're going through and your heartache and pain. And like I said, find yourself and then get strong mentally and make a decision here that nothing's going to stop you. Nothing's going to stop you from achieving whatever goals that you want to achieve. And nothing's going to stop you from overcoming whatever barrier you have in front of you that you want to overcome. And then, and only then, will you become great in terms of overcoming loneliness and finding the woman that you want. Because what's going to happen is when she looks at you and sees you, right, she's going to view you entirely different. It's like when a man goes through a change that grows his heart and grows himself and grows him as a person, everything about him changes. His tone, his smile, yeah, you see it. His walk, his look, his image. He takes care of himself in a totally different way. He dresses a totally different way. And it's because he sees himself differently. He doesn't look in the mirror and see this weak man that is shy or intimidated or hurting and whining, complaining all the time. He sees an entirely different man that feels as though he can overcome any and everything that comes his way. And women, I'm telling you, women can feel that energy. Women can feel the energy of a man that has things going for him or is headed in the right direction. And it's natural for a woman to always seek the strongest man. So I'm going to be real. If you're lonely and if you're sad and if you're doing all these things, women can feel that energy. And it's the most unattractive thing to them. So men, if you want to sit there and complain that you're lonely and that you don't have anybody, you don't have this and you don't have that, you first and foremost have to look in the mirror and understand that a woman's not going to save you. A woman can't save a man from loneliness. A woman can't save a man from him just being weak. And I'm sorry if that comes off aggressive, but with our channel, man, we don't hold punches. We're very straight to the point. But it's in all seriousness, when it comes to women, they just respect strength. They don't respect weakness, right? And as a man, it is your duty as a man to be strong. And in order for you to be strong, you got to overcome this. Which leads me to my third point. Okay? And this is the most important. As a man, you have to stay busy with your time. Stay busy with your time. There's a saying that says, an idle mind is the devil's playground. When a man is idle, and women too, but we're only talking to men. When a man is idle and he's not moving, that's when doubts start to seek in, right? That's when all his fears and insecurities start to take over, right? Which is why he's uncomfortable feeling alone, because he hasn't yet mastered this part of it. But when a man just sits there and he's got nothing going on in his life, it gets worse, right? There's a pattern when you look at lonely men. There's a pattern that they also don't have a lot going for them. There's not a lot of activity happening. And what I mean by that is I'm not saying be rich or be wealthy. I'm saying that as a man, you have a duty to be active and be creative and to go hunt. Because men, we hunt.
That boy is good.
We hunt. And when you hunt, right, as a man, when you force yourself to be busy, which means, and I'm not saying be busy by scrolling on social media. Get rid of that. If you want to grow as a man, get rid of your phone, for one. But no, seriously, instead, focus on more productive things. Reading, cooking, strength training, working out. I'm telling you, it's extremely important. All these things help you in terms of when those whispers start to come and that doubt and self-loathing and all the pity of how you feel about yourself starts to set in. When a man is busy, he don't hear any of that. Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, when a man feels any of this and he decides that he wants to counter that with him being productive with his finances or with his gym activity or with whatever his goals or hobbies are, he is unstoppable. Unstoppable. So men, get busy. Put your phone down. Get up and make a decision on what you want to do, because I'm telling you, if you just want to sit there in that space of I'm lonely and nobody wants to talk to me and blah 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 blah, I wouldn't talk to you. We can be bros. We can be best friends, and I wouldn't talk to you because I'm like, bro, I just don't like your energy, man. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta get out of here. Like, what are you doing, bro? Let's go. You want to go? Like, let's go work out or something. You know, come on. Let's talk some business. Let's do a business plan. Let's figure out how to make some money. Because no, I'm telling you, women will trick you. Okay, women will trick you. That's what women do. Women will go.
And here we go.
Oh my God. I love a man who's in tune with his emotions and who just tells me everything that's on his mind, right? Okay. Let's talk about it, because I know there's some ladies watching this video. Listen, stop it. Stop setting men up this way. And men stop falling for it, because, okay, there's nothing wrong with an emotional man. There's nothing wrong with a man who is in tune with his feelings and emotions. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And I'm here to say that on a different level, and this is for a different video, when you're in tune with the proper mental space and all these other things, the key is to be stoic, right? But again, there's nothing wrong with the man who is emotional and all these different things. But I'm going to tell you something. The very first time, you shed a tear in front of your woman.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Or you whine and complain and want pity to your woman or whoever group of women you're talking to or whoever you're asking out or whoever you're chasing right now. She'll never tell you this, but something happens in her that makes her feel almost kind of like the ick. It's hard to describe, but it's almost like women look to men for leadership and guidance, right? So if the house is on fire, if the house is on fire, right? Or somebody's breaking into the house, and the woman looks at her man and she goes, honey, what are we gonna do? And he goes, I don't know. I think we're done for. if they make it out of that situation, she's getting a divorce. She's grabbing the kids and she's saying, honey, I gotta leave you. I don't know what it is, but something's different and I don't feel the same. Because men, no matter what's going on in our life, no matter what's going on in our lives, chaos, peace, whatever it is, we always have to be strong. Even if we're terrified here, to our women, the ladies that are out there, we're meant to protect and provide at all times, which means that when someone is breaking into the house, or the house is on fire, or there's chaos going on, it is your duty as a man to sacrifice yourself for your women. And the problem with men, and you know what, I'm going back. The problem with men is they forgot that. Men don't sacrifice themselves anymore. Men are the first ones to run and leave the room. And I'm sorry, those are not men, those are boys. So if you are alone and you feel like, oh my God, I can't find a woman, I can't do this and I can't do that, money's not gonna fix it, my friend. You need to take a hard look at yourself. Stop making excuses and get strong. Get strong, get busy, work on your mentality. Okay? Stop making excuses for who you want to be and just become that man. And I'm telling you, when you get rid of all these distractions and you stop chasing all these women and you stop doing all these things, the women just come. Anyway, the women, seriously, the women just, they come from everywhere. And you will never ever have to chase a woman ever again once you reach the status as a man of what you envision yourself to be. Once you reach your goals and once you get comfortable being alone and get comfortable with hunting again and making sacrifice for the ladies, for the weak, right? Once you get comfortable doing all these things and you accept that mentality as a man, your energy will instantly shift. Because right now the energy you have, you're pushing the women away. It's time for you to get some energy that's going to attract the women to you. And the way it starts is by my book.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
You Matter. On Amazon, Barnes & Noble, bookstores, it's at your library. This book is everywhere, and it talks about how to be a man as well. I'm telling you, everything's in this book. Everything's in it. So don't waste time. Man, listen, if you're bored, you need something to do, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with my hands, go grab my book, You Matter. Listen, this is for everybody. It grows everybody, guys. All right? Now listen, also, in all seriousness, on my website, we have mentorship programs. www.brunoallc.com. If you want to become more comfortable with yourself and how to find your manhood or seek mentorship in general, that is literally what I'm here for. So I would love nothing more than to talk to you personally, or our team as well. Like, we will grow you, we will build you, we will go over game plans of the things that you want, the things you want to achieve, and you'll just tell me, and we'll have a heart-to-heart private conversation about how to get to your goals and what you need to do it. You know, and we'll be very blunt, very straightforward, but we're loving as well. And our number one thing is we're non-judgmental. So for all the men out there who are seeking some help, mentorship, come talk to me. Talk to your boy. We got you. We're going to end it here, guys. God loves you. We love you. Thank you guys for your time. This is Bruno LLC out again until next time. See you guys soon. Thank you.